Good morning, everyone. So I thought as it's a lovely sunny morning, I do a quick video of the garden and show you what's going on at the moment. This is my beautiful Peter Corn inspired sandbed. Tiny as it is perfect. And everything is doing incredibly well in it. There is no soil in this. It is just gritty type sand, and that's it. It's on hardcore because there was an old deck there before, so it's a long way down to get to soil. But I mean, everything is doing. Look at this. This is a Watsonia that I got from Kilmurry Nurseries. I have never been able to grow Watsonias. My bed is just too crowded for it. And look at it. It is doing phenomenally. It's actually going to flower. I cannot believe it. So this bit over here is a bit of a mess. We'll move swiftly on from that. As there's always a bit of a mess place. I was out last night, honest to goodness, look, I was out last night chopping slugs in half. Please don't kill me. And I had terrible nightmares after it. But look at my dahlia. Isn't that horrendous? And the biggest, fattest slug you've ever seen in your entire life. So he's now bird food. This is just kind of down to the side. So you can see it's a courtyard, basically. Urban, suburban garden. And, you know, as with all of us, we are addicted to plants. So there's more plants than anything else. But I have managed to get two seating areas into it. And I actually had a barbecue for about 12 people on Saturday, so it does actually fit them. But let's go and have a look at some of the things. So this bed actually works quite well. It's almost, I use it almost like a container garden because there's a huge amount of succession in it. So at the moment you can see the geums and the little Californian poppies, and then some of the gladiolas, and of course that fabulous pink. It's either Madarensis or Palmatum. I think it's Madarensis. No, I think it's Palmatum. Oh, I can't remember. It's one or the other. And that just, I mean, it goes everywhere. Once you have it in your garden, you'll never be gone with it. But it is great. It'll grow on the smallest amount of soil. Rotten areas, you know, it's just brilliant, and it's a good doer. So after the oranges and yellows will come purples and pinks. There's lichness in there, veronicas, there's a lovely big salvia going to come on soon. There's campanulas, there is, what else is there? Liatris, you know that lovely liatris. This one here is just gonna spring forth shortly. And do you know what I love too? I particularly love at the moment is the Hacknacloa grass. I prefer this Hacknacloa to the variegated form. I just love it. I think it's brilliant. I used to have Stipa tenuissima in this bed. I had about 20 of them actually. Again, I got them from Kilmurry years ago, and they were fabulous. But they did such a good job, and they gave that lovely prairie look. But the only thing I found, especially in this bed, is that come July they would just start to flower and they'd flop everywhere. And you know, with our rain, oh my God, it used to kill me. I'd be out with the dog comb combing them to try and lift off the heaviness. So I've swapped them out, and pretty much what's doing the job for me at the moment, just that sort of, you know, that points of cover as such, are these crocosmias, and I have about 7 different varieties of crocosmia in there, and I love them, all different shapes and sizes, everything from Emily Mackenzie, George, can't think of George's surname. There's a lovely one, Fred Nutty's variety, I think it's Malahide, or it's by other names as well. There's a good few, there's loads of different ones, I just can't think of their names at the moment, but I find I love them, and they give this lovely pop of really verdant green at this time of the year, and then later on of course you'll get the flowers, and I just find them brilliant. Isn't that a lovely ragged robin as well? I saw that's widely available. I see all the garden nurseries have that at the moment. And I just popped it in there for a little bit of colour. So there's linarias in there. There's that lovely peachy one. There's also the common linaria. What else is there in there? Dahlias, gaura, There is Veronica, what do you call that one? Speedwell. It is Veronica, isn't it? Veronica, yeah. And, campanulas, that lichness. I got that one that Jimmy used to talk about years ago called Hills Ground, is it? Or, not Hills Joint, something Ground. Gosh, can't think of it. I must show you this. So this is my, okay, so we have my Schefflera, and we have the Tetrapanics, and we have the Pseudopanixes, and then we have old Pseudopanix latus over there, which is now changed, of course, but I can't think of its name, and then a tree fern. But then look at this. So this is what I was looking for. The ground cover isn't too bad, but that mid-level, I'd love to have something mid-level. Now, I did get 2 beautiful fuchsias from Irish Fuchsia Nurseries, so I have them in there. I also have a camellia for springtime, and then this lovely looking Acuba. Look at that Acuba in there. Not really, because I don't normally like Acuba, so maybe in time that'll work itself out a little bit. But I mix loads of things. I actually put in houseplants in here as well, just to give give a bit of colour. But there's also persicarias, spotty dotty, polygonatum spotty dotty, not polygonatum, podophyllum. There's another lovely persicaria there, that is Tigridia. What else is there? There's the lovely Primula denticulata. There's Sanguisorbas in there. Ferns. Look at that fern. I can't remember which one. I got that from Shady Ferns. I can't remember which one it is, but isn't it gorgeous? I love it. All my ferns come from Shady Ferns. Love Mike. And then more in pots. And then along here, this is kind of it gets the sun in the morning, but that's about it. And in here, again, another area, I hacked this poor old Pseudopanix latus. Not Pseudopanix anymore, but anyway. I hacked him, and he's grown back perfectly, but it was getting too dark, so it needed a bit more. So down here, that's Gallia moderatum, but it's mixed in with lovely begonias. Lovely. There's a gorgeous begonia. Love that one. Look at that. Isn't that just beautiful? That's a species one. And there's loads of other bits and pieces in there, like meadowsweet, and I can't remember half the stuff that's in there actually. And then just another little seating area, and then look at this. I love this. Now this is normally deep shade, so you've got the oh my god, I can't remember how to pronounce it. Fargugium, something like that anyway. This beauty here is Boheria, and then there is a lovely Discorum which is just flopped over a little bit. Oh, there it is there. It's just got caught. And look at this amazing Berberis at the back. Isn't that just beautiful? That was one we got in Cali Nurseries, and it is just lovely. There's a lovely begonia in there as well. Probably shouldn't be there, but anyway. And what else is there? This is the total mess. This is the spring garden, and it's gone over now, of course, but it is a total mess, because look up here. Now, this is where I went wrong. You see, I put in a tree that is far too big for this garden. It's the Cretaceous Paul Scarlet, and I pollard that every second or third year. But I think it's going to have to go because it's just too big. And then climbing up that is a clematis. But there is also a halboia climbing up it. There is also a kiwi. There is also a fig the other side. And then there is this tug of Clematis armandii, which I tried to kill years ago, and it came back. So I am going to have to do a massive job on that. It is just getting ridiculous. It's taking over. It's like they have the Triffids here. Every day I come out, there's more, and it's just climbing and climbing and climbing. And look at this kiwi. This kiwi was Jenny. It's supposed to be a self-fertile variety. Look at those beautiful flowers coming on. Do you think I've ever got any fruit out of that? Actually, that's a lie. I got fruit twice, as in 2 kiwis. But I have friends who grow Jenny, and they are falling down with kiwis. So I don't know what I'm doing. So a couple of other ones just to show you before we finish up. That's Amsonia, which is a beautiful china blue at this time of the year. Isn't that just a good doer as well? That's Silene diotica, red campion. Then there's that double lovely ranunculus, you know, that lovely ranunculus. Some honesty, more, oh, there's the alliums are going to start coming up. More dahlias that are being eaten. Oh, good Lord. Again, out chopping them to pieces. There's one of the Marticon lilies. That is that lovely, it will be lovely. Is it not Heliopsis? Helianthus? Oh, it's a heli something. Beautiful orange flowers, lovely and thin and tall, and it's very pretty. So that's it. So now that I've shown you my garden, I want to see your gardens. So please get out there into your garden and take a video on your phone. You can then just share it to me on WhatsApp or by email, it doesn't matter, and I'll do the rest and we'll get them up into the journal. How about that? Not the journal, bulletin. So in the meantime, guys, happy gardening, and let's keep the fingers crossed for a bit of warm weather. I'm out here in the sun. Maria's sun, it's freezing. All right, take care. Bye-bye.